Hello. In continuation with application of integrals, today I am taking questions from miscellaneous exercise. Miscellaneous exercise. Okay. By the way, we have discussed each and every type of questions. There's no problem in it. I am starting from question number 4. Sketch the graph. Fourth question. Sketch the graph. Y is equal to mod x plus 3. Y is equal to mod x plus 3 and evaluate minus 6 to 0 mod x plus 3 dx. Okay. And evaluate minus 6 to 0 x plus 3 dx. Number 1, sketch the graph. For sketching the graph, I told you the definition. Now by the definition of mod x plus 3 is equal to x plus 3 if x plus 3 is greater or equal to 0 or x is greater or equal to minus 3. And mod x plus 3 is equal to minus x plus 3 if x plus 3 is less than 0 or x is less than minus 3. Okay. So let us take here y is equal to, first I am taking x plus 3 table, some values, corresponding values we are getting of y and x. X is equal to, here the condition is x is greater or equal to minus 3. So the values which we are taking which are greater or equal to minus 3. Okay. So let us take the value is minus 3 in place of x. So minus 3 plus 3 it is 0. I'll take greater minus 3 it is minus 2, or I can take x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 3. Okay. One value is 1, so it is 4. Second, y is equal to minus x plus 3 if condition is x, y, which condition? When x is less than minus 3. X is less than minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So I'll take minus 4. When I put here minus 4 plus 3 it is minus 1 plus 1. So y is equal to 1. Minus 5 plus 3 minus 2 it is plus 2. Minus 6, so it is 3. Okay. When we sketch the graph, then what happens? Which type of graph will be there? It is x, there's a y, minus x, minus y, 0. Okay, 0, minus 3, comma 0, x minus 3. This is 0, comma 3, x 0, y 3. And 1, comma 4, 1 and 4. So that is the condition 1. Second is minus 4, comma 1, x minus 4. X is x minus 4 minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 4, comma 1, y is 1. That is. Second is minus 5, comma 2. So minus 5, here is a 2. And what does it mean? The meaning is, this is the graphical representation. This is the graphically representation at x is equal to minus 3. So the conclusion is, when we evaluate this question, minus 6 to 0, so that means minus 6 to minus 3, there's a 1. Okay, we'll use one function, minus 6 to minus 3, and then 3 to 0. Then 3 to 0. Is it okay? So that is the sketch the graph. Now we are solving it. So it is minus 6 to minus 3. Minus 6 to minus 3. The terms are less than, what does it mean? X is less than 3. We'll put minus x plus 3 dx. Plus minus 3 to 0, it is x plus 3 dx. Is it okay? It is to be divided into two parts, minus 6 to minus 3 and minus 3 to 0. From minus 6 to minus 3 it is negative, and the rest of term is positive because of the definition of 1. We'll solve it. So it is minus sign is out, x square upon 2 plus 3x minus 6 to minus 3 plus x square upon 2 plus 3x minus 3 to 0. Minus sign out. Here we'll have to put minus 3. So 3 3 is 9 upon 2 and minus 3 3 is 9. Minus lower limit 6. 6 3 is 36. 36 upon 2 18 minus 6 3 is 18. Okay. Here 6 3 is 36 upon 18 plus 3 into minus 6 minus 18 plus. Here we'll have to put 0, both the terms 0 minus. When I put lower limit 9 upon 2 plus minus 9. So finally it is 9 upon 2 minus 9, minus 9 upon 2, 18 minus 18 it is 0, plus 9 upon 2 minus 9, minus 9 upon 2 and minus it is 9 upon 2. So 9 upon 2 plus 9 upon 2 it is 9 square unit. Okay, so this is the answer of it. Got it? And after this question, I want to take a question. One is equation of ellipse, x square upon a square plus y square upon b square. And second is x upon a plus y upon b, that is just an equation of line. Okay. Equation of a line. And that is question number, I am selecting here question number 9. Find the area of the smaller region. Find the area of the smaller region. Region between x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1 and x upon a plus y upon b is equal to 1. Okay. Diagram. X square upon a square plus y square upon b square, what does it mean? It is a parabola. Major axis lies on x-axis. Okay. This is a, this distance is b. And second is x upon a plus y upon b. That is the equation of line. And equation of line, what does it mean? When I put x is equal to a cancel, y is equal to b. So that means one point is 0 comma 0 comma b, a comma 0. Okay. See, I put x is equal to a. Then what is y? Y is equal to 0. So one point is this, a comma 0. Second, I put y is equal to b. Then x is equal to, if I put y is equal to b, x is equal to 0. So this is 0 comma b. Okay. So it is the line. We are going to find the area of smaller region. Actually, this ellipse is cut by the line and it is divided into two parts. One is this major part, second is a minor part. We are going to find the area of smaller region. Okay. So area, this total minus area of this triangle. Area of smaller region, area of smaller region is equal to integration limit 0 to a, limit 0 to a, and what is it? This is the part of equation of ellipse. It is the part of equation of ellipse. So here what is the value of y? Y square upon b square is equal to 1 minus x square upon a square. So therefore y square is equal to b square upon a square minus x square. So what is the value of y? b upon a under root a square minus x square dx. So 0 to a, we got this complete area minus this area. So minus 0 to a and equation of line. Because from this complete area, if we will subtract this portion, then what is left? Left portion is this shaded portion. 0 to a, equation of line. What is the value of y? Y upon b is equal to 1 minus x upon a. Therefore, y is equal to b upon a minus x. Okay. So it is b upon a minus x dx. Okay. B upon a constant term. This is under root a square minus x square x by 2. Under root a square minus x square plus a square upon 2 sine inverse x upon a. 0 to a minus b upon a. Integration of this term ax minus x square upon 2. 0 to a. Okay. B upon a. I'll put a in place of x. So a square minus a square, this is 0. A square upon 2 sine inverse a upon a 1, that is pi by 2. Minus when I put 0, this is 0 and 0. This entire term is 0 minus b upon a. Here you can put a, this is a square minus a square upon 2 minus 0. So I'll take b upon a common from both the terms. It is pi a square upon 4 minus a square minus a by 2. This is a square by 2, 1 by 2 a square minus a square by 2. Okay. LCM 4, pi a square minus 2a square. Outside there is a b upon a. So what can be written here? A common, ab upon it is pi a minus 2a. By the way, I'll take a square common. So it is pi minus 2 upon 4a. 1a cancel. So ab pi minus 2 upon 4 square units. Okay. ab pi minus 2 upon 4 square unit. Right? So that is question number 9. Now one very important question I am taking, and we are going to discuss this question. That is number 11 question. Using the method of integration, find the area bounded by the curve mod x plus mod y is equal to 1. Using area of integration. You find the area using integration method. Okay. Mod x plus mod y is equal to 1. Mod x, question number 11, mod x plus mod y is equal to 1. Okay, and we are going to find the area of this function using the method of integration. Find the area bounded by the curve. Area bounded by the curve mod x plus mod y. Okay, let us sketch out the diagram of it. Mod x plus mod y is equal to 1. Okay. Here there are many conditions by the definition. By definition of mod. Mod x is equal to x if x is greater or equal to 0. Mod x is equal to minus x if x is less than 0. Mod y is equal to y if y is greater or equal to 0. And mod y is equal to minus y if y is less than 0. There are 4 conditions. Okay. So what happens? Either both the terms are positive, both the terms are negative, one positive, one negative. Okay. One negative, one positive. So there are 4 conditions we have. So I can write here number 1, x plus y is equal to 1. What is the condition? When x and y is greater or equal to 0. Right? Second case, minus x minus y is equal to 1, condition when x and y is less than 0, as per the definition of mod. Next, mod x is positive, y is negative, is equal to 0 when x is greater or equal to 0, y is less than 0. And one more, this is third. And fourth is minus x plus y is equal to 1 when x is less than 0 and y is greater or equal to 0. It is number fourth. There are four terms we have. X plus y is equal to 1, x plus y is equal to minus 1, x minus y is equal to 1, and x minus y is equal to minus 1. Okay, so that means number 1, x plus y is equal to 1. I'll take minus common and shift there. So x plus y is equal to minus 1. Two equations. Third one, x minus y is equal to 1. And fourth one is x minus y is equal to minus 1. Okay, these are four equations we have. Okay. Now what happens when we substitute the value and find out table x plus y is equal to 1? Which type of table is required here? X, y. x0, y1, y0, x1. Okay, that is 1. Because x, y both are positive here. X plus y is equal to minus 1. In the second case, x and y both are negative. So I am taking here x plus y is equal to minus 1. For this, the table is, because both are negative, just for knowing that what is the position on the graph paper. So x, y, where both we are taking as a negative. It is given that x plus y is less than 1 when x, y both are equal to 0. Both are equal to 0, what does it mean? Which number should be taken so that both the terms are 0? Negative, suppose if I will take, but how it is possible, minus 1. So minus 1, simply we can write here minus 0.5 and minus 0.5. X minus 0.5, y minus 0.5, then minus 1. Okay, this is minus 0.75, minus 0.25. Okay, after that, x minus y is equal to 1. What is this condition? X minus y is equal to 1. X minus y is equal to 1. Here x is greater than 0 and y is less than 0. X greater, okay, x greater. So x I can put here 2, then y is equal to, if I put x is equal to 2, then y is equal to 1. It is positive. No, we are taking the value in which x is greater, but x is greater, but y is not equal to, not greater than 0. So I can take here x is suppose 0.5. 0.5 minus 1 minus 0.5. Okay, this is, and 1 is, I'll take x 0.75 minus 0.25, and last one I want to take x minus y is equal to minus 1. Which number should be taken here so that the condition will be maintained? Which condition? Here in the fourth part, when x is less than 0 and y is greater than 0. X is less than 0. So x I want to take any negative number. Suppose I want to take x is equal to minus, if I'll take minus 0.5. X is less than, okay, so minus 0.5. So it is coming here minus 1 plus 0 minus, okay, yes, y is greater or equal to 0. So when I take x is minus 0.5 minus 1 plus 0.5, minus 0.5, so it is 0.5. Okay, and second number I want to take y is greater or equal to 0. So suppose I'll take y is equal to 0, then x is equal to any negative number if I want to take. So may I write again here minus 0.25. So it is coming 0.75. Okay, minus 0.5 plus 0.5, it's a minus, and it is minus cancel plus 0.25. Okay, so this is the rough tables I have made so that it's easy for us to make a diagram and the representation of this on the graph paper. X, y, minus x, minus y. 0, it is 1, minus 1, plus 1, and that is minus 1. It's okay. Right. Number 1, 0, comma 1, 1, comma 0. 0, 1, x 0, y 1. That is. Second, x minus 0.5 here, and y is 0.5. This is the position. Okay. And when you extend it, minus 0.75 here, minus 0.75, and this is 2.5. So final the situation is like that. Okay. Third one is 0.5x 0.5 by minus 0.5. 0.5 minus 0.5 here. And x 7.5, y is minus 2.5. Again, this situation is these 2 points you got it. And next is minus 0.5 minus 0.5 here. Okay. That is the position. And after that minus 2.5 here. This y is minus 7.5 here. So this is also when we are joining him. Okay. What is it? It is a square. Rhombus, whatever you want to tell, what is a square, because you know the length of all sides equal, diagonals bisect each other, and diagonals also equal. Because diagonals are equal, therefore it is a square. Question is, using the method of integration, find the area bounded by the curve. Okay. So what should I do? Area of ABCD. Area of ABCD is equal to 4 into area of AOB. Or I can write here, this means is equal to 4 into area of AOB. So that means 4, and area of AOB, how to find out? Limit 0 to 1. Limit 0 to 1. And what is the equation of AB? In the positive direction, x plus y is equal to 1. Therefore, y is equal to 1 minus x dx. 4 x minus x square upon 2, 0 to 1. So it is 4, 1 minus 1 by 2, 0. 4 into 1 by 2, it is 2 square unit. Okay, 2 square units. So total area of this square is equal to 2 square unit. Otherwise also we can check it. See, it is 1 and 1. Half into base into height. The area of this triangle is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 4 half parts make 2. Okay. It's a very interesting question. One more question I am selecting from this exercise, and that is question number 15 I am taking for you. It is interesting question. That is the question number 15. Find the area of the region Find the area of the region xy such that y square is less or equal to 4x. Y square is less or equal to 4x. 4x square plus 4y square is less or equal to 9. Okay, less or equal to 9. condition less or equal to, it's very confusing term. Y square is less or equal to 4x square plus 4x square plus 4y square is equal to 9. Okay. So let us find out area of the region. Y square less or equal to 4x. Corresponding equation of y square is less or equal to 4x is y square is equal to 4x. This is inequality. We are going to find the corresponding equation. So y square is equal to 4x. Y square is equal to 4x. What does it mean? It is a parabola and the focus on x-axis. Y square is equal to 4x. Second one, corresponding equation of this is 4x square plus 4y square is equal to 9. 4 common and shift that side. So x square plus y square is equal to 9 upon 4. And it means x square plus y square is equal to 3 by 2 whole square. This is the circle. Its radius is 3 by 2, 1.5, and center lies on 0, 0. Okay. So there are two equations given. On the basis of these two equations, I am making a diagram. One is a circle. This is a circle. And second is y square is equal to 4x. Now you are understanding that what is the meaning of greater or less than, what is it? Okay. So let us check what is this. Means which area we are going to find. Many areas are there, either it's outside area of it, this area, or inside area, both sides area. What is it? Okay, so picture will be clear when we'll check the conditions. Y square is less or equal to 4x. That means the reason, feasible reason is y square is less or equal to 4x is what? So this is the equation, this is a diagram of parabola. Suppose I want to check whether it is, suppose this is 1 comma 0. What is it? It is 1 comma 0. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. So in this equation, in this inequality, if I will put 1 comma 0, x 1, y 0, then let us see what happens. Y 0, all right, here put 1 comma 0 in y square less or equal to 4x. Y 0, so 0 square less or equal to 4 into 1. So 0 is less or equal to 4. Is it true? Yes, 0 is less than 4. It's true. It's true. What does it mean? This point 1 comma 0, with this point satisfied to this inequality, that means 1 comma 0 lies inside. So we are talking about the region which is inside of the parabola. Okay, that means we are talking about this whole region. So this is one thing. One is this entire region. Okay, talking about this complete region. Second, let us see the circle. In this circle, what is the condition? Again, suppose I want to put one value. Suppose I would like to take minus 1 comma 0. Let us see. Minus 1 comma 0, there is a point in the circle. This point by minus 1 comma 0, will it satisfied? Yes or no? Because there are three regions of the circle, either inside of the circle, on the circle, or outside of the circle. So here we have to discuss whether the point which is inside the circle or outside of the circle. I have taken a point minus 1 comma 0 because the radius is 1.5. So 1 comma 0 or minus 1 comma 0 lies within the circle. Minus 1 comma 0, put minus, you can put 1 comma 0 also. 0 in 4x square plus 4y square less or equal to 9. Now let us see what happens. Minus 4 plus 0 less or equal to, minus 4 is less than 9, which is true. It's also true. That means we are talking about the inner portion of the circle, outer portion is not there. So inner portion of the circle, that means this complete portion is here. Now which one is the shaded portion? Shaded part is that, this part is the shaded part, which is shaded by both the figures. One is a circle and one is parabola. Okay. So that means we are going to find the area of this shaded portion. It's okay. So only this is the meaning of it when the greater or equal or less are given. So you will check it whether we are talking about which area is the inner area or outer area, and then to find by the same procedure. Like this is 0, this point is 3 by 2. Now let us find this point A. So we eliminate y from both the equations. So one equation is 4x square plus 4y square is equal to 9. This is 4x square plus 4, the value of y square is 4x, is equal to 9. 4x square plus 16x minus 9 is equal to 0. 9 4 ja 36. This is 9 4 ja 36. So which number should be taken so that their sum or difference is 16? 36, 6 ja 36, 18 2 ja 36. 4x square plus 18x minus 2x minus 9 is equal to 0. 2x common, 2x plus 9 minus 2 common, minus 1 common, 2x plus 9 is equal to 0. 1 is x is equal to minus 4.5. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to 1 by 2. So this part is 1 by 2. Okay, this is 1 by 2. So for finding the area, required area is equal to, we are finding area of this plus area of that and double of it both sides. So 2 outside, limit 0 to 1 by 2 or limit 0 to 1. What is the value of x is coming? Yes, it's a 1 by 2. 0 to 1 by 2, 0 to 1 by 2, and this is the part of, it's a part of parabola. Y square is equal to 4x. So y is equal to 2 root x. So I write here 2 root x dx plus this 2 is outside plus 1 by 2 to 3 by 2. 1 by 2 to 3 by 2, and that is surrounded by this. This is a part of a circle, and circle is y square is equal to 9 upon 4 minus x square. So I write here under root 9 upon 4, 3 upon 2 whole square minus x square dx. Okay, 2 under x to the power 1 by 2. So x to the power 1 by 2 plus 1, 3 by 2 upon 2 by 3. 2 by 3, and this is 0 to 1 by 2. It's okay, over plus under root a square minus x square, x by 2 under root 3 by 2 whole square minus x square plus a square by 2. A square by 2, 9 upon 4 upon 2, 9 upon 8 sine inverse x upon a, and limit 1 by 2 to 3 by 2. 2 outside. What happens here? 4 by 3. This is in place of x, I put 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 root 2. Agreed? Because 1 upon 2 to the power 3 by 2, that means 1 upon 2 under root 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 root 2. Plus, here I want to put 3 by 2. So when I put 3 by 2 whole square minus 3 by 2, its complete term is 0. 9 upon 8. Sine inverse 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, 1. Sine inverse 1, so pi by 2. Minus, let us put 1 by 2. So it is 1 by 4. 3 by 9 by 4 minus 9 by 4 minus 1 by 4. 8 by 4, 2 under root 2. Minus 9 upon 8 sine inverse 1 by 2 upon 3 by 2, 2 cancel, 1 by 3. Okay. Now what is this? 2 upon 3 root 2. 1 is like term, minus root 2 upon 4. It is plus 9 upon 16 pi and minus 9 upon 8 sine inverse 1 by 3. Okay. 2 outside. Let us calculate it. It is coming 2 root 2, or I can write here 2 upon 3 root 2 divided multiplied. So 2 root 2, 3 2s are 6, minus root 2 upon 4 plus 9 upon 16 pi minus 9 upon 8 sine inverse 1 by 3. Okay, 2 1s are 2 3s are. So it is 2 outside, take LCM. LCM is 12. 12 divided by 3, 4. 4 root 2 minus 12 divided by 4, 3. 3 root 2 plus 9 upon 16 pi minus 9 upon 8 sine inverse 1 by 3. And now multiply 2 inside. So it is 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2, only root 2. Root 2 upon 6. 1 plus 9 upon 8 pi and minus 9 upon 4 sine inverse 1 by 3. Okay, square unit. So this is the area of sports. Clear? And after that, one question, not from the book, a general question I want to solve here. That is, generally it is asked in the question that what is the surface area of a sphere? Find the surface area of a sphere of radius r. Okay. So by calculus, by integration method, I am finding the surface area of a sphere with the help of integration. Okay. Let us see. What is the question? Question is find the surface area of a sphere and volume also. Find the surface area and volume of sphere. Find the surface area and volume of a sphere by integration, by calculus. Okay, by calculus method. By calculus method, we are going to find the surface area of sphere. Okay, because it's a three-dimensional figure. Okay, so in that we have to use the double integration. One diagram I am making here. Okay, this is a sphere. What is it? Its sphere radius is r in all direction. Its radius is r. It's three-dimensional shape. Okay, in three-dimension geometry, will condition there are three axes required here. One axis, axis number 2, and axis number 3. Okay, it is z axis. This is z axis, x axis, and y axis. X, y, z. So it is x, y, and that is z. Is it okay? For finding the surface area of it. So I am making a diagram here. Separate diagram I want to make the same format. X, it is y, and third one is z is vertical. It is z. Origin. It's okay. Clear? I am making a two-dimensional figure here. Two-dimensional figure. By the way, it's a three-dimensional. Okay. For finding its surface area, for finding its surface area, we are taking a small area of it, small area, and then integrate it in all directions. Okay. So let us consider I am taking the area of it. This is the area. Like that. Okay. This area, you will treat this area we have taken on the surface. On the surface, this area is taken. The name is A, B, C, and D. It's okay. This is the area. I look at one thing. One is this, second is this one. We are considering that this area is very small portion I have taken here. So these arcs are treated as a straight line because very small portion I have taken it. This is joined from O to B. O to B. O to B is what? It is the radius of sphere because you will treat that it is on the surface here. So what is the radius of this? Radius of this sphere is R. Okay, got it? This angle, radius of the surface is R, surface R. This angle I have treated as a theta. Which angle is theta? Theta is the angle which is making with this radius. Okay, from the axis. From z axis, we can treat as from the z axis. This radius is making an angle theta. Is that okay? Now let us see, one is, that is one thing. So what we have to do in it? We can rotate it. This is the radius. The radius we have taken here. Okay. This radius is, it can rotate like that from here to here, complete 0 to 180 and 180 to 360 it can rotate. But I think it's 0 to 180 is sufficient. Okay. So that is, it's a complete rotation of angle theta. So this angle is theta. That is one. Second is point P. Okay. Here what happens? This is PB. It is not equal to radius. It is not equal to radius. You can understand, suppose there is a sphere. So it is the radius. Okay. And suppose that is the portion when we are going to find the length from here to here of this circle, then what happened? This is the radius. So here I have taken that one is the radius, okay, which is rotating like that. Okay, that is. So this is not equal to R. This is the radius, and these radius are different from all, starting from here to here. These are the different radius. This is the zero radius. Radius is increasing, and here at that point the radius is maximum. At that point, you know what happens? This radius will be equal to that radius. Okay. But I have taken this part ABCD where this is the radius which is equal to PB, and this PB is rotating complete 360 degree. Okay. Right. So because this is the area which we have taken, they are having two dimensions. One dimension is this. This is one dimension, and second dimension is that one. It's okay. You can imagine one thing, let this PB length of PB, if you will see on the XY plane, it is on the XY plane. It's an image of the projection on XY plane. This is the same projection which is making with X axis, suppose 5 degree angle it is making. This projection, PB projection on the XY plane, because this PB is here on the XY plane, it is rotating like that and rotating along X axis 5 degree. It's okay. So now we are trying to find the area of this small portion ABCD. So this small area of ABCD Okay, what to write here? Area of delta ABCD is treated as a very small area ABCD, which is equal to length into breadth. Area where we are treating as a rectangle or whatever it is, length and breadth are different, so it's equal to length into breadth. Okay, so therefore area of ABCD is equal to AB multiplied by, this is AB multiplied by BC. AB multiplied by BC. Okay, and small AB, side is very small AB, this is small DC. So one is rotating like that, so we are talking about this BC, and one is AB. This is okay. So there are two radii here. So area of ABCD is equal to AB into BC. Now we are finding the values of AB and AC. These are very small, so we can treat as a delta AB multiplied by delta AC. Okay. How to find AB? This is AB. Okay. What happens if it rotates like that? This angle is theta. It's rotating like that, and you know that one formula, theta is equal to length of an arc. Length of an arc is equal to theta in radian multiplied by radius. It's okay. This is, this angle is theta, length of an arc is L, and this is R. So what to write here? L is equal to R theta. R theta is equal to L upon R. Theta in radian is equal to length of an arc divided by radius. Okay. So when we are going to find the value of AB, so what happened? This AB is length of an arc, OB is a radius. So direct AB is equal to, can I write here R d theta, because theta is this angle and it's rotate, very small rotation is there, so it's considered as a d theta. So it's R d theta is equal to AB. L is equal to R d theta. It's AB, right? Now we are finding the value of BC. For finding the value of BC, this is, let us consider one thing. What is the value of PB in triangle OPB? In triangle OPB, since it is a right angle triangle, this is theta, its opposite side is a perpendicular, hypotenuse, and it is base. Okay, when we are going to find the value of OB, so in triangle OPB, sine theta is equal to PB upon, what is it? It is R. Okay, PB upon R. So that means PB is equal to R sine theta. Got it? PB, length of this is equal to what? R sine theta. Right? This is the length. And you can see this length I have treated as this is the length. And it is rotating in which direction? It is complete rotating like that. I have taken with x-axis, the angle is phi. So it rotates R sine theta. So therefore BC is equal to, this BC is equal to, it rotates up to theta. So what I write here? PB multiplied by R sine phi. Again, length of an arc is equal to R theta. So R means radius is PB, and theta is d phi. So BC is equal to, right here, PB d phi. Okay, what is the value of PB? R sine theta d phi. Got it? So now these are the values of AB and BC. So what does it mean? Area of ABCD, a small area of ABCD is equal to AB into BC. What is AB? R d theta multiplied by R sine theta d phi. Okay, that is the area of this portion. Okay, and you can see one thing. One is, this is rotating. Second, that portion is rotating. So when we find the complete surface area of it, what should be done? Integrate to this small area. Okay. So integrate area, this small area delta ABCD is equal to integration, one integration of AB, second integration of BC. Okay. So when I use there are two integration because there are two terms here. Okay, two dimensions, and we are going to integrate in both the directions. So two integrations are required. Now let us see, one is AB. AB is r d theta, and second is r sin theta, d theta. I can use here. Integration of area ABCD is equal to 1 AB, or I can write here AB in place of RD theta multiplied by R sin theta d phi. Okay. Now let us see RD theta. This is RD theta is this. This is the rotation. This rotation is from here to here. Okay. RD theta, because you know this is the radius. Radius is rotate like that up to here. So it will rotate from 0 degree to 180 degree. So that means this is 0 to pi. 0 to pi r d theta. Second, d phi. D phi is this, and its rotation is 0 to 2 pi. It will rotate complete. Okay, and everywhere it will rotate complete. So 0 to 2 pi. D phi. It's okay. After that, so integration of this term is equal to surface area of sphere is equal to, now one by one, first I am solving, this is 0 to 2 pi as it is. I am solving 0 to pi, and r into r square, it's a constant term here, r square outside, r into r square outside, sin theta d theta, 0 to pi sin theta d theta into d phi. Okay. After this, surface area is equal to 0 to 2 pi sin theta d theta. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. So I can write here minus r square cos theta limit 0 to pi d phi. It's okay. After this term, surface area of sphere is equal to minus r square 0 to 2 pi, and when I put the limit cos pi minus cos 0, cos pi, that means it is minus 1, minus cos 0, it is 1. Okay, and d phi, so it is coming minus 2, it's constant term, minus 2 multiplied by r square, it is 2r square, 0 to 2 pi d phi. Now 2r square d phi, so nothing is here, that means 1. So what is the integration of 1? It's a phi, limit 0 to 2 pi. So 2r square, in place of phi I can put here 2 pi. Okay, minus 0. So 2 to the 4 pi r square. What is it? it is the surface area of sphere 4 pi r square. Okay. In further, suppose you are going to find the volume of it. What we are finding? Volume of it. So for finding the volume, in terms of volume, because there is only single variable, for finding the volume, the variable is single. The value of r is starting from 0 to capital R, 0 to r. It's okay. So finding the volume of it, surface area is equal to 4 pi r square. Okay, when we integrate this term, integrating, surface area is equal to 4 pi r square. Integrating with respect to only one term is there, that is dr. Okay, so surface area, the integration of surface area is, when you integrate the surface area, it will become, area will become a volume in the integration. So volume is equal to 4 pi, and integration of r square is r cube by 3. So V is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Actually this pi r square, we will take, this is from 0 to r. Okay, because the radius of the sphere, radius 0 to r, for finding the volume. So 0 to 4 pi r square, 4 pi r cube upon 3, when we put 0 to r like this, so it is r cube upon 3 minus r. This r is treated as a variable, so V is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay. So this is the procedure by which we can find the surface area and volume with the help of calculus. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.